Janet here. I'm going to be showing you guys my beauty secrets on how I achieve a flawless base along with my everyday makeup routine. So let's go ahead and get started. I have these eye patches on from Pixi. I'm just going to go ahead and take them off. I'm just going to pat whatever's left from the eye patches under my eyes. I have a pretty normal to dry skin, so before I do my makeup, I always want to moisturize. So I'm gonna go in with my Pond's. This is the 24-hour moisturizer, and it's for dry to very dry skin. Even though I have pretty dry skin, I do like to use a mattifying primer because I want my makeup to last all day or all night, depending on what I'm doing. So I like to go in with two primers, one being the Maybelline Master Prime. This is the Blur and Pore Minimizing Primer. And then I also like to go in with my Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer. Before I apply my foundation, I like to let my primer sit for about 3 to 5 minutes just so that it can get dry and it can set. In the meantime, a wine break. The foundation that I'm going to be using today is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm going to put about 3 pumps on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to take my e.l.f. buffing brush to apply the foundation all over my skin. The key to a great base is your skincare for one, and then also your foundation. Foundation match is so important because foundation serves as the base. So everything else that you put on top of it is gonna alter what your ultimate base is gonna look like. So when you start off with a foundation that matches you really well, it makes adding concealers, and bronzers, and powders, and creams, and blushes, it makes it so much easier because you're not having to color correct or fix or darken or lighten. You can just build and take away as needed because your base is already set. So now that our foundation is very well blended, I'm going to show you guys this coverage because, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? No way this is not my skin. No way this is not my skin. Too Faced. Y'all are out here putting skin in a bottle and calling it foundation? Oh, okay. We just had to give the skin a moment because I'm taken back. Now that our foundation is looking beautiful, we're gonna go ahead and add concealer. And this is one of my favorite parts of makeup, especially my base routine, because it just brings the face all together. Because even though our skin looks like butter, it is a little bit flat and we need to let the highlights pop a little bit. The first concealer that I like to use is the Ruby Kisses Pure Mineral Concealer in the shade Ebony. And yes, I said first because I use a couple of concealers, and I'm gonna explain why. The first concealer is about probably like 1 or 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, and I like to use this first before I go in with any lighter concealer because I feel like it adds a good blend for me. It's gradual. We build up the lightness under our eyes. So I'm still gonna get a really nice highlight. If I was doing a really natural, minimal makeup look, I would only use this concealer. However, I'm going for a little bit more glam everyday look. So I'm gonna add a couple of brighter concealers, but with using this as my base, I can determine how much I really need to add. So this just gives me a good foundation to work with when it comes to building my highlight. So to blend this out, I'm gonna take a damp beauty sponge. As you can see, the highlight is very minimal, very minimal. You probably couldn't tell a significant difference, but it does add a little bit more brightness. But as I mentioned earlier, we're not stopping here. We're gonna add just a little bit more brightness so that we can really define those highlighted areas on our face. I'm gonna go in with my Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer. So instead of going in with that same beauty sponge, what I'm gonna do now, because I want to keep as much product as possible, is go in with a brush. And this brush is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. And I like to pat my concealer into my skin because I feel like I get the most coverage. And if I do feel like it's too much, then I can go in with the sponge and kind of diffuse it a little bit. So that's how far out I want my concealer to go, because I'm gonna do blush and contour right there. And we wanna keep our highlight in the center of our face. I like to go in with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'm gonna go in with my contour, and I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place foundation stick, and I'm just gonna put that in all of the areas that I want to contour. I'm gonna take a smaller concealer brush so that I can blend out the contour on my nose. I'm gonna be using Miss Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep, and I'm gonna take that same beauty sponge and dip it in there. For our contour, we're gonna use Juvia's Place Warrior 2 palette, and we're gonna take this dark brown shade Kafuru, and we're going to put that in all the areas that we contoured. We're gonna set as we go, so I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Mist and Set and just spray my whole face. Now we're moving on to our brows, so I'm just gonna take a clean spoolie and brush my hairs. On the back of my hands, I put a little bit of e.l.f. gel liner in the shade Black, just a little bit. We don't need Nike brows, but I also went in with my Anastasia dip brow in the shade Ebony. I'm going to take an angled brush. I believe this brush is by e.l.f. and I'm going to mix those two pomades together. To conceal my brows, I'm gonna go in with the same Ruby Kisses concealer that I used, as well as the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. So to sculpt my brows, I'm gonna use this brush. It's actually from BH Cosmetics. Where is BH Cosmetics? Oh my God, I haven't heard about them in so long. But yes, it's their flat shader brush, but I'm gonna use it to sculpt my eyebrows. Okay, my eyes watering a little bit. The level of concentration it takes to do this is crazy. Not too shabby. So we're gonna take the leftover concealer on our hand and we're going to apply that to our lid, and then we're going to set that with some powder, and that's gonna serve as our eyeshadow for this look. We're gonna go back in with that same Laura Mercier powder, and we're going to use a powder brush and just set those eyelids. Okay, period. We're going to prep our eyelashes. We're gonna go in with the CoverGirl Super Thick Lash Mascara. And then we're going to get ready to apply our lashes. I use Duo Glue for my lashes. Okay, so for blush, I'm gonna go into the Juvia's Place Saharian Blush Palette and take this pink color right here, Zane. Next, we're gonna go into our liner, and I'm gonna be using the Ruby Kisses liner in dark brown, and I'm just gonna line my lips. I'm gonna go in with the NYX liquid lipstick in the shade Honeymoon. And then I'm gonna take this pink liquid lipstick. I have no idea where I got this from. We're gonna take a clear lip gloss and put that on top. I'm gonna go into my Juvia's Place Nubian palette. I'm gonna take these two gold sparkly colors and put that in my tear duct right here. Last step that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this Skindinavia finishing spray, and I'm gonna set my whole face. All right guys, so that concludes my Vogue inspired makeup routine. I absolutely love Vogue's Beauty Secrets series. It's one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube, so I've been wanting to recreate my own rendition of that video. So I am excited that I finally got to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you are not subscribed, be sure to subscribe down below. You made it this far, might as well. But I do want to say thank you so much for all the love and all of the support, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Until then, peace and love. I love you guys so much. Bye. Hi Vogue. Hey Vogue. Hi Vogue. 3, 2, 1. Action. I can't even take myself seriously. Okay. Action.